Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, Malam Buhari, the president of Nigeria, is no respecter of the law. We all know this. Dasuki, Zaki, etc. So he doesn't respect the law and he doesn't abide by the law if it doesn't fit with his own world view. So now if you have a country where the laws of the country are not respected, then things quickly degenerate into a state of nature sort of existence. So the survival of the fittest, the strongest eats the weak, etc., which is really where Nigeria is headed if it's not there already. So guys, I bring you this. Two feared dead as police Shiites clash at National Assembly complex. So that's the headline. Two feared dead as police Shiites clash at National Assembly complex. Now the Shiite, of course, you know that they're a faction of Islam which have a different view from the Sunnis, which is of course what Malam Buhari is. And Malam Buhari, of course, has now picked up their leader. He's picked their leader up since he pretty much became president and locked him up, and he's been in prison ever since. The courts have said release this guy, but as I said already, Malam Buhari is no respecter of the law if that law does not fit with his own worldview. So guys, I bring you this. The police fired shots at protesters who were demanding the release of their leader Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, detained by the Nigerian government. Members of the Islamic Movement of Nigeria, popularly known as Shiites, have clashed with policemen during a protest in Abuja on Tuesday. The police fired shots at the protesters who were demanding the release of their leader, Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, detained by the Nigerian government. 5 policemen were reportedly injured in the altercation. The protesters were seen overpowering the security operatives at the main gate and vandalized more than 50 vehicles. Trouble started when members of the sect started scaling a fence of the National Assembly's building with the intention of storming the chambers. The move was resisted by the security operatives attached to the complex as the mob descended on the staff and vehicles parked on the premises. The protesters, who were few meters away from the chambers, were eventually dispersed by anti-riot policemen who opened fire on them. 2 protesters were reportedly shot. Meanwhile, the situation led to the abrupt end of the lawmakers' plenary whilst normalcy was being restored in the area. So now we have this situation. Now, I am not for this sort of behavior by these Shiites, but then of course, you know, these people are quite fervent and quite fanatic in their ways, and they consider this a form of martyrdom. So now you are holding their leader. I'm not for this El-Zakzaky, by the way, because I think he's just a real nuisance within the Nigerian space, and he has an intention that is not for the people of Nigeria. But whatever my views are, or whatever the views of Malam Buhari is or are, the courts in the land have said this guy should be released. You are saying you are detaining him for his own protection. So you are detaining the guy, you are saying for his own protection, and the guy said he doesn't want to be in your custody. So if you are detaining him for his own protection, but he doesn't want to be in your custody, then you are detaining him effectively against his free will. So it's an extrajudicial detention. It's a detention outside of the law, because the law has made a pronouncement on this to say this guy should be released, and this guy has said I want to be released, and you are detaining him against his will. You are saying in one breath that is for his own protection, in another breath you are saying it's for national security. The same story with Dasuki. The court say release this guy. You are saying you are going to detain him because of national security. What national security threat does Dasuki pose? If you release him, then you have the security operatives monitor him. We are spending over $10 billion every year on these security operatives. So if they cannot monitor one man, then they should all pack their bags and go back home. So really, these people function outside of the law. So if they are now intent on continuing to function outside of the law, then the people that they are enforcing and forcing themselves on are obviously going to go outside of the law to express themselves. And this is what we are seeing playing out now. So these people are now scaling rather the walls of the National Assembly, intending to storm the chambers and say, listen, what is going on here? You people are sitting down there collecting dollars and feeding fat, but the law has made a pronouncement, and this man, our leader, is being held against his will. What are you doing about it, and what are you intent on doing about it? So they've been protesting that chambers for pretty much as far back as I can remember, because these people, like I said, they're quite fervent, they're quite fanatical, and they see it as some form of martyrdom, and there's even rumors that they have links with Iran, etc. So it's a whole different story with that movement or that sect or that belief system or whatever it is you choose to term it. So outside of that, the law of the land has made a pronouncement, and this our Malam leader, the Sunni faction, is saying that no, I'm going to hold this guy who is of a different sect from me and pin him down for as long as I remain in this office. So now these people, of course, will then take the laws into their hands, because if the laws are not being respected by the person who claims to be the number one citizen of the country, then what expectation would you then have of the peoples on the street? Of course they would do this. So now conversations in the comment section is what I am inviting around this. The Sunnis storm the National Assembly. I don't agree with their action. I don't agree with their agenda. I don't follow their belief system. I have no empathy for them, but my insistence is on the law. So if the law says this, then the law must be followed, unless you can then get a judgment that will set that judgment that is in place, so I don't know what the term is, but that existing, that current law, if you can get a judgment to set that aside, then fair enough. But if you haven't done that, then you have to follow the law. You cannot just say the law doesn't suit your agenda, therefore you are going to ignore it, which is what we find under this Buhari regime, which has now led that country into like a hellhole that it is now. So conversations in the comment section is what I am inviting the Shiites, Malam Buhari, and the law of the land. So before you come join me in the comment section to have that conversation, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray, bell button, that way you are notified every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me what you're making of all this in the comment section. So I'll leave you here, meet you in the comment section, but here I say peace.